There's one truth you need to accept right now: no one else can do the work for you. No mentor, no coach, no book, no video, no motivational speech. Nothing and no one can substitute the grind you owe yourself. Your mountain to climb, your mirror to face every morning. Today, we're going to break down why self-improvement can never be outsourced and how embracing this truth can transform your life. So sit back, open your mind, and let's get real about what it means to take responsibility for your own growth. The illusion of delegating your growth. We live in an era where convenience is king. We can order food with a tap, call a car with app, even automate our bills, our chores, and our schedules. But when it comes to your mind, your discipline, your character, there is no app for that. Many people think they can buy transformation, a course, a seminar, a coach, a life hack. But the harsh reality is, if you don't do the uncomfortable, daily, lonely work, you stay the same. You can hire an expert to point the way, but you still have to take the steps. Why the hard work is non-transferable? Think of it like this: you can pay someone to build you a house, but you can't pay someone to build your resilience. You can't hire an assistant to develop your patience. You can't outsource the courage you need to face your fears or confront your flaws. These qualities are forged in private battles. They are shaped when you choose the hard thing over the easy one. No one else can sweat for you. No one else can lift your burden in the gym of life. Responsibility is power. When you truly accept that self-improvement can't be outsourced, something powerful happens. You stop blaming others for where you are. You stop waiting for someone to rescue you or give you permission to grow. You realize that the same hands you point at others are the hands that can build your future. Responsibility feels heavy at first, but it's the key to freedom. Because if you're the problem, then you're also the solution. The trap of endless learning. We've all done it. Watched videos, read books, highlighted pages, taken notes. We convince ourselves we're improving just because we're consuming information. But knowledge that isn't applied becomes mental clutter. Self-improvement is not about hoarding ideas. It's about turning ideas into action. And only you can take that step. No one can study for you. No one can apply lessons for you. Action is the currency of growth, the loneliness of real growth. Here's another truth: self-improvement is lonely. Your friends might not get it. Your family might not see the point. People might think you've changed, and they're right. Growth requires shedding old skins. It demands new standards. You can't outsource your standards to other people. You set them. You live by them. You protect them. The myth of motivation. Many people think they need motivation to start. They wait for a spark. But motivation is fleeting. Discipline is what carries you when motivation dies. And discipline is deeply personal. No one can install it in you. A coach can inspire you. A mentor can challenge you. But when the alarm rings at 5 a.m., only you can get up and face the cold floor. The mirror never lies. Every day, the mirror gives you the truth. You can't fake effort to yourself. You can't lie about the corners you cut. Self-improvement is brutal honesty with the person in the reflection. There's nowhere to hide. And that's a good thing. Because once you know you can't outsource it, you stop lying to yourself about shortcuts. Building systems over hoping for miracles. People waste years waiting for a breakthrough. The reality is, growth comes from systems, daily, boring, repetitive habits. Reading every morning. Exercising even when you're tired, reflecting every night. You can hire someone to design a plan, but they can't stick to it for you. You can't outsource consistency. You have to build it, protect it, live it. The hidden cost of dependence: when you rely too much on others for your growth, you become dependent. You give away your power. You become addicted to external pushes instead of internal drives. That's why so many people bounce from coach to coach, seminar to seminar, chasing the next high. But real growth is sustainable only when it's rooted in self-accountability. You must become your own coach, your own motivator. But not substitution. None of this means mentors and teachers are useless. Guides matter. Courses matter. They point the way, they save you from blind spots, but they can't walk the road for you. Guidance is a map. You are the traveler. Never confuse the two. The pain that builds you, pain is part of the process. You can't delegate your discomfort. You can't ask someone else to struggle for you. The lessons you need most are hidden in failure, rejection, When you try to outsource pain, you outsource growth. Embrace the sting, own the scars. They are proof you're doing the work. Small daily wins add up. Improvement isn't about giant leaps, consistent actions. You can't buy a shortcut for showing up every day. Small choices compound. One rep done, one promise kept. Over time, these become an unshakable foundation. You build that, no one else. Becoming your own standard at some point, you stop comparing yourself to others. You stop copying someone else's path. You realize your journey is unique, your growth must match your own life, your own purpose. When you stop outsourcing, you start creating, you set the bar. You measure your progress by your own reflection, not someone else's highlight reel. Self-respect through self-work. Every act of self-discipline builds self-respect. Every time you do what you said you'd do, you trust yourself more. This trust cannot be outsourced. It must be earned day by day. This is the secret confidence that shows in your posture, your words, your actions. It's not forged. The uncomfortable truth. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people will never accept this. It's easier to blame the world, to blame the system, to blame luck. But those who rise, those who lead, those who inspire, they own it. They know no one's coming to do it for them. They become unstoppable because they become responsible. How to start right now? So how do you start? One habit, one promise, one decision. Pick an area of your life: health, mind, finances, relationships. Write down one thing you can do daily that moves you forward. Even when you don't feel like it, repeat tomorrow. And the day after, momentum builds silently. Consistency compounds. Dealing with setbacks. Setbacks are guaranteed. You'll fail. You'll doubt. But no one can come back for you. Only you can. Resilience is the art of standing back up. Every time you rise again, you become stronger. You prove to yourself you can't be outsourced, replaced, or defeated. The quiet reward. Here's the beautiful part. When you stop outsourcing your growth, you unlock freedom. You're not dependent on constant praise, hand-holding, or approval. You become internally driven. The work becomes its own reward. You look back one day and realize, you built this. You did this. No one else. Leading by example. When you master yourself, you inspire others. Not by preaching, but by living. Your discipline speaks louder than any speech. Your consistency lights a path for those who watch you. You become proof that self-improvement can't be outsourced, but it can inspire. Closing words. So remember this. No book will change your life if you don't read it and apply it. No coach will transform you if you don't do the work. No video, not even this one, will make you grow if you don't take action. It's your reflection, your responsibility. You can't outsource self-improvement. And that's the greatest gift, because it means it's fully in your hands. Now get up, get moving, and build the best version of yourself from the inside out. The patience factor. Growth takes time, more time than most people want to accept. We live in a culture of overnight success stories, viral hits, and instant fame. But real transformation doesn't work that way. You can't rush maturity. You can't fast forward wisdom. Patience is the glue that holds your efforts together when results take longer than you hoped. No one can be patient for you. You have to train yourself to endure the wait. You are not entitled to results. Many people feel entitled to success just because they started something. But effort alone guarantees nothing if it's not sustained. You don't get results because you deserve them. You get results because you earn them repeatedly. The only entitlement you have is to the chance to try again tomorrow. The grind is yours. The reward is earned. The world owes you nothing, and that's liberating. Quiet wins, loud results. When you do the work no one sees, the results speak louder than any announcement. You don't have to brag about your early mornings, your late nights, your sacrifices. Your growth shows up in your results, your discipline, your habits, your energy. When people wonder how you did it, you'll know you didn't outsource it. You lived it. When it feels pointless, there will be days when it feels pointless. When your efforts seem invisible. When progress is so slow it hurts. In those moments, you must remember the process is the point. The tiny daily effort compounds when you least expect it. No one can push you through the doubts. You must carry your own torch in the dark. Your circle changes as you grow. Your circle might shrink. Not everyone wants you to improve. Your growth can make others uncomfortable. You can't outsource the courage to walk away from people who drain you. Sometimes, self-improvement means choosing new environments that challenge you instead of holding you back. No one can choose that for you. That's your responsibility. Stop apologizing for evolving when you take responsibility for your own growth. You'll notice people trying to pull you back. They'll remind you of who you used to be. They'll mock the new habits you're building. Never apologize for evolving. You don't owe the old you, or anyone stuck there, an explanation. Keep moving forward. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Every small promise you keep to yourself strengthens your character. If you cut corners on the small things, you'll do it when it matters too. The discipline you build waking up early shows up in your relationships, your career, your health. You can't outsource integrity. It's woven into your actions, big and small. Self-improvement is self-love. Taking responsibility for your growth isn't punishment. It's an act of love. When you show up for yourself, you prove you're worth the effort. You silence that voice that says you're not capable. You replace doubt with evidence. No one can love you into greatness. You have to do it by showing up for yourself daily. Be the example you needed. Think back to when you were younger. Remember how lost or insecure you felt. Now realize your daily self-work makes you the role model you once wished for. When you refuse to outsource your improvement, you become an example for those coming behind you. That's legacy. That's impact. Part 3. This is your time in the end. There's no secret formula. There's no one coming to do your push-ups, write your book, run your miles, heal your wounds. This is your time, your chance to own your life fully. When you understand that self-improvement can't be outsourced, you realize the greatest truth of all: you are enough. If you're willing to do the work. Mastery is a lifelong game. Too many people treat growth like a destination, as if there's an endpoint where they're done. But mastery doesn't work like that. There is no final level. The best performers, thinkers, and leaders keep refining their craft until their last day. You can't pay someone to master your skills for you. Only you can put in the reps, the hours, the trial and error. Small minds won't understand. When you stop outsourcing your growth, you'll run into critics. Some people will misunderstand your ambition. They'll call it obsession or selfishness. That's okay. Their opinions don't build your future. Your actions do. Never shrink to fit the comfort zones of people who fear change. Consistency is the greatest hack. People love hacks. They search for secrets that bypass the grind. But the real hack is consistency, showing up when it's boring, repeating the basics until they become second nature. Consistency compounds in ways that no shortcut ever will, and it's something no one can do for you. Protect your environment. You can't outsource the discipline to protect your space. You choose what you consume, who you listen to, and what surrounds you daily. Your environment shapes you more than you realize. You must guard your mind like it's sacred, because it is. No one will care as much about protecting it as you must. The price of admission: everything you want comes with a price. Health, wealth, peace of mind, respect, each demands a sacrifice. The sooner you accept that no one else can pay it for you, the freer you become. You trade comfort today for greatness tomorrow. You trade distraction for focus. That's the price, and it's worth every bit. Stop outsourcing blame. Part of taking responsibility for your growth means killing the habit of blame. It's easy to blame the economy, your parents, your partner, your boss, your past. But none of that changes the fact that today is still yours to use or waste. Blame is outsourcing your power. Ownership puts it back in your hands. Actions define identity. You become what you repeatedly do, not what you say you'll do. No one will remember what you plan to do. They'll remember what you actually did. Your habits shape your identity silently, one choice at a time. This is the deepest truth about self-improvement. Your identity is earned, not outsourced. Failures are the tuition. Think of failure as tuition. The price you pay to learn what works and what doesn't. Most people run from failure because it hurts their ego. But if you run from failure, you run from growth. You can't hire someone to fail for you. You must embrace your stumbles and squeeze out every lesson. Failure is not the enemy. Fear of it is. Keep the promise to yourself. It's easy to break promises to ourselves because no one sees it happen. But deep down we know. Every broken promise weakens our self-trust. Every kept promise strengthens it. You can't outsource that daily agreement you make with yourself. Honor it like your future depends on it, because it does. It all comes back to you at the end of the day. The message is simple. The books help. The mentors help. The tools help. But they can't save you from the daily, invisible work that no one else can see. You build yourself when no one's watching. That's the ultimate freedom. To know your life is in your hands, not someone else's. So keep showing up. Keep doing what only you can do. Because self-improvement can't be outsourced, and that's your greatest advantage.